Hello everyone, this is Flatline and today I'm going to be doing a PvT video, and it's going to be featuring a Liquid Hero and Alaj as his opponent. It's going to be the Red Terran, and I got this replay from the replay pack. I'll leave the link down below. That was the Razor replay of the week, I believe, where he gives out a couple of replays per matchup, and this one kind of stood out to me because of its potential. And so we're just gonna dive right in with this build. Now, I didn't really get to play around with it because in the past couple of days I actually went out of town, so I didn't really get a chance to try out this build. I just got back home and I wanted to give out some kind of video content that should help out a couple of products, because I did ask for some suggestions on what most players are having trouble with or wants from a Protoss player, and one of them was some PvT builds regarding, let me see how to word this. In PvT, in my opinion, I feel like you don't really need to have different build orders. I feel like you could just pretty much play with the same opener and then do your transitions from there. I feel like that's how Protoss is best played, but at the same time I do understand that players play differently. Some like to play aggressive, some like to play passive, and in my case I like to play pretty passive in my matchups. So in this game I am going to show a pretty aggressive build coming from Hero. It's just 9 Pylon, a 13 gateway, 15 double Assimilators, and you do want to corner boost your probes, a 17th Pylon, and then after this Pylon you should send your probe to scout. You're going to put 3 guys in each gas, and that's very important. What this does is delays your cyber just a little bit, but that's okay because you're not really getting a zealot or anything like that anyways, and you're still corner boosting probes. Now what this does is it allows you to get a lot of gas early game, and it throws Terran out completely, and this is what I like about it a lot. When Terrans go inside your base and they see that both Assimilators are taken, but they see 2 in each gas, it could be pretty much anything. It could be a pass expand, it could be some kind of tech build, it could be any of those in general. But if they see 3 guys in each gas, that is a red flag. He's not going to put any eBay block over here. That's just way too risky. They could be proxy Stargate or anything like that. So what is the Terran's reaction? You can see the reactors coming over here, the 2 Marines here, and he's going to be doing the reactor expand. Look at this. He's putting the CC inside his main, and he's bringing everything inside his base. The reason why is because this looks like signs of a tech build. Looks like the sign of a tech build, but honestly it's not. You can see you remove guys off gas. You remove the guys off gas once the SCV's out of your base. You see him looking around with the Stalker, making sure he's not being spotted whatsoever. And this makes Terran pretty much sit back inside his base. He's going to be playing pretty defensive inside his base. He's not going to be down on his ramp because of the 3 probes in each gas was taken. And this gives you enough time to bring your Stalker all the way over here to the bottom of this ramp and create this kind of soft contain from the Protoss to the Terran. And you're going to be expanding behind this. You do get a second Stalker behind this with the Mothership Core. If you want the build order, I will put it down. Now I'm not going to go step by step on each one, but I will go to an extent where you can go from there on how you want to play it out. But the main thing I want to do is pretty much get down the opening. So you bring down the the Mothership Core over here. Look at this, 2 Stalkers against all these Marines. With the Mothership Core, there's really nothing the Terrans can do. Shouldn't lose this Stalker, but he is going to miss micro this, unfortunately. And he does do that. But he kills off all of the Marines, and this is where it gets really, really annoying. See, he has to use his Widow Mines for defense, and he's showing his Widow Mine very early in the game. If you go back over here to Hero's base, instantly throws down the robotics once he sees this coming. See, obviously you do want to have detection. There's really nothing he can do about it. He knows where the Widow Mine is because once you get in range it does show itself, but it takes 2 seconds for it to actually detonate. So you can get outside of the range on time. with the Stalker. Here comes the Widowmine. He's gonna have to back up. Oh, he snipes it off. Wow, nice. Oh, the Sentry does get taken out, unfortunately. And I think the Widowmine might detonate. Nope, it doesn't. But look at this. Alaj does finally take out this pressure, but this gateway, this pylon's done. 3 gateways are done. And he can't really do anything. You can warp in 3 more Stalkers here. And this becomes really, really weird for Terran. What do you do in this position? Really can't do anything. He just has to dodge his Widowmine. Dodges the Widowmine, delays this expansion even more. And this is what I like about it. And he should be able to pick off this Widowmine now. Oh, don't lose that Mothership Core. Backs up with the Mothership Core. Nice time warp on him as well. And this becomes tremendously difficult for Terran to expand. And playing very unorthodox like this, playing very aggressive, throws Terran out completely. Generally, Protoss does not play this aggressive in the PvT matchup. Just because of the fact that you can repair, you need to have a lot of DPS to actually take down a bunker. But Liquid Hero is trying to avoid engaging into a bunker. You saw when he had to engage into a bunker, he couldn't really take it down at all. And you can see he's trying to split up the units as much as possible. Now there's not that much to repair, so now your DPS can actually take this out. So I think Hero's going to be able to bust through here, but actually he's going to go after the SCVs. That's actually smarter. Look how much damage he's doing. 13 workers killed for Hero and 0 for Lodge. Back home, he is still probing up a lot. He's getting double forge. The double forge idea, I'm not particularly fond of. I would prefer him to have robotics before the double forge. And that's because, around this time they should have a medevac. Actually, he already showed that he had the medevac. And I feel like the upgrades don't really matter. You need to have that kind of area splash to kind of be like, okay, your medevac stuff doesn't work against me. Now, this is starting to get weaker and weaker by the minute here for me. The tank is out. I was pretty bad by Alaj to lose that first tank. He's gonna lose this one too. Oh my gosh. He loses that one. He's trying to target fire this to get rid of the pylon here. Alright, so this is completely done with. 11 minutes in the game, and finally Alaj can actually take his natural. 11 minutes. The worker count pretty much speaks for itself. Now this, I like this by Liquid Hero. He's going for Warp Prism with Warp Prism speed. Obviously this transition, I'm not going to put it into the build order, but I will talk about it in this video, so if you do want to try this transition, go ahead. When you do this build, you know that Terrans can be playing a little bit passive. They don't have that much economy going on. You killed a lot of their units. They were going for tanks, and you killed off 2 of them right off the bat. They generally had to play defensive. On top of that, you do have your Mothership Core still alive, intact, barely though. And by the time they walk across the map, you should have 100 energy to cast a photon overcharge, so you should be fine. This is just to do more damage back inside Terran's base. You're keeping them pinned down, and this style is really, really uncomfortable for Terrans. Nice job. He's gonna force field this ramp. Pick off. What was that? Was that stem? That was stem. Oh my goodness. He's picking off every single attachment you can possibly take out. And you can see he's. Oh, he does finally, pick up some units here. Should pick up the Immortals. Don't want to lose this. The Warp Prism speed. And now look at this. He doesn't have stem. And you can kind of assume that he doesn't have stem just because of him not stemming his units right now. Good Terrans would then generally just stem their units to push this away, and it would be thwarted away pretty easily. So when you know you sniped out their stem and they don't have stem, you could pretty much easily take a third behind this. You really can't push without stem at this point. It's 14 minutes in a game. You have a Colossus, you have Sentries, you could force field pretty easily and they can't really get away because they don't have stem. Their movement speed is pretty slow. And this is just doing more and more damage to Terrans. So yeah, I like this a lot, but like I said, I would prefer him getting the robotics and then the double forge. This would have happened a lot sooner. And now he's pulling all his SCVs. He's gonna be attacking like this. I don't blame him. I'm pretty sure he knows he's way behind. Hallucinated warp prisms. This is a indication that he doesn't really need to scout as fast as possible. He just wants to psych his opponent out. But he does see the all-in coming, so he's not going to be going for that third. You see the pylon right here. He's going to go for one. The double 2-2, and he has a DT shrine on the way. I like that a lot. Once again, he knows the economy is badly shaped. They want to cut as many corners as possible to get those mules out, which means that they shouldn't have enough for scans. So you should be able to get some pretty good DT shots, as well as they're not going to be comfortable making missile turrets because they need the minerals to make marines, barracks, and command centers and all that kind of jazz. So very well done by Hero, and I know I didn't really dive too much into the build order itself. Just things happen pretty quickly, and that's pretty common with Hero builds. But I like this quite a bit. It's a lot more aggressive than the other builds in PvT, and I feel like it's pretty legit. It's pretty safe, in my opinion. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. And if you haven't already, you can please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Twitch is my stream. And Twitter is my Twitter at twitter.com/flatlinesec2, twitch.tv/flatlinesec2. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.